Hello my lovely Aries, welcome to Aries Tarot. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. This is going to be a general tarot love reading for Aries in Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. It is a general reading, so it won't resonate fully with every single person who comes across it. As always, please do take what does resonate and leave what doesn't for somebody else. This is a timeless reading. It is for whenever you come across it. And whenever I'm saying this is how you feel about this person, this is how they feel about you, and when I'm describing situations, if it's resonating for you just with the roles reversed, please go ahead and reverse them. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to get straight into a spread for you today. We're going to be asking specific questions about you and the person who's coming through in the reading, and we'll see what's going on with your connection. And I will get lots of detail for you in this one. So if you're new, then a huge thank you for trying me out. I really appreciate it. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for all your amazing support. Okay, so with the top 6 cards for Aries, please, let's get into Aries reading today. All right. Okay. Well, this is wildly contradictory so far. Great. All right, Aries, what's going on here? Okay, well, yeah, bottom of the first deck is the Four of Swords. So Aries, there are two people here who are very attracted to each other. One person is there's both lust and a little bit of the, of the soft, warm fuzzies creeping in as well. But we're not talking to each other. Why? There's an element here that there is either no communication, or there's a timeout, or is a sense of separation between the two of you. You're not talking to each other, but I would say one of you especially is kind of maybe fantasizing quite lustfully about the other one. The other person has some romantic feelings that they are trying to suppress or not communicate or not verbalize. Very stressed about the idea of a new start in love, whether this is a renewal between the two of you, that you had something before, or it's the idea of starting something new at all. And that seems to be because, again, there were things that weren't explained, or someone's got themselves backed into a corner, and they need to kind of face some sort of truth. Well, at the bottom of the other end of the deck is the Emperor, which is your major arcana, Aries. Wow. Okay. So it would feel like it could be you, Aries, because I'm saying that because the Emperor is right there. We've got next to the Emperor the Six of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Devil, and the Ace of Wands. So this feels like you are quite clear about wanting to move forward with the Six of Swords. You might even have a plan on moving forward, on the action you want to take next, the direction you want to take your life in. That means transitioning away and unattaching yourself from something that was toxic, potentially a karmic relationship, or something that was an unhealthy influence in your life, which can be a lot of things. It can be addictions, substance abuse, people, which does not have to be a relationship. It could be friends, family members, we'll see. But whatever it is, I would say the Emperor here is clear that they need to be able to move forward. They need to get away from that unhealthy influence to be able to have the new beginning that they want. So that could be why you're not talking to each other, because I was saying that there is the blockage to this new start in love or renewal. Either way is maybe it could even be like acknowledging the elephant in the room, the devil, basically, that someone hasn't been able to acknowledge before or wasn't prepared to acknowledge. Okay. let's carry on. So I'll get the, for anyone who hasn't been here before, I get 3 layers for the spread using 3 different decks, and then I will go through the spread with you, clarify as needed from other decks as well. So get the top 6 cards again, please, for Aries. Okie doke. Okay. The bottom of the second deck is the same card. It's the 4 of Swords. Same card at the bottom of the second deck. Okay. Underneath the 4 of Swords is the High Priestess, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Devil again. Different place, but still. Oh my goodness. So, 4 of Swords again, it's clear that you two are not in communication with each other. Now, the High Priestess can talk about secrets and things that are hidden. There is also, obviously, with the High Priestess, it's about a strong sense of intuition. Now, I'm not sure if someone in this situation here, between the two of you, Aries, someone is tapping into their intuition about the fact that maybe there is still this toxic elephant in the room, which you're potentially still under the control of, or is otherwise it's just something that's coming in between the two of you, let's just say. Now with the Queen of Pentacles, that is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. That can also be a she is kind of wifey material. I wouldn't normally say a mother influence for the Queen of Pentacles. I would normally say that for the Empress, but she is surrounded by animals and holding a little child on her chest there as well. So this could be the elephant in the room could be a committed partner or a previous committed partner, or someone that somebody has children with from a previous relationship. But there's courage that's needed here to kind of unearth. I would say what's coming in between the two of you seems to be something that someone has pushed down potentially, and they need to have a very honest conversation with themselves as well, potentially, about things that they've allowed to fester, that has been kind of in the background. Maybe they've, pushed down within themselves, or, under the proverbial, just brushed it underneath the proverbial rug kind of thing. It's almost like events have aligned here for almost like a catalyst for something to rise to the surface, to be dealt with. It could even be a little bit overwhelming, almost like a surge of realization, or it's almost giving me a little bit like someone either going to therapy and uncovering trauma that they had suppressed, or just realizing it within themselves. I mean, what I was picking up at the start about this kind of truth that someone feels like they can't communicate. It could be that either they still live with some sort of PTSD, or the aftermath of kind of some trauma that they experienced, or it might just be within them. They don't actually know that is still the elephant in the room here. Oh my goodness, Aries. Let's see, at the other end of this deck we have the Death card, the Page of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. There is something here about, I don't know whether this is you, Aries, or the other person, but someone doesn't like to let people get close to them as well. it could be that someone is also very private about change that has gone on in their life, which maybe either benefited them financially in some way, but maybe the way that that came about, maybe they're not particularly proud of. Okay, let's carry on. So let's get the third layer for the spread for you, Aries. Almost feels like someone wants to keep the other person at arm's length, and obviously you're not talking to each other, even with the feelings that might be cropping up, and certainly the desire for each other, but you're not speaking. It could be because it's like someone in the mix doesn't want the other person to unearth the truth about them, maybe to kind of see through. Maybe they have got some sort of success and it wasn't from playing fair, let's just say. So it's like their persona might be shattered if someone got too close. Let's see, top 6 cards please. Okay. Oh god. Okay, well, I mean, it's the right shuffle because the same card just came out on top of each other from in the same position, but I will have to clarify that. Okay. Oh. Aries. Okay, at the bottom of the third deck is the Two of Cups. I'm glad it's not the Four of Swords again, to be honest. It's just, okay. So interestingly, underneath the Two of Cups is the Queen of Pentacles, which I was just talking about from the bottom of the second deck. So she's there again. So this could well be the connection here between you and an earth sign. Doesn't have to be. Or obviously you could have strong earth in your chart, but I'm kind of seeing here that there is a connection between two people, and someone is quite patient about, they're not demanding or expecting anything from the other person that the other person isn't willing to give, if that makes sense, but they are also willing to meet whatever effort the other person is making. They will meet it equally, but they're just happy to go with the flow, and they're not trying to force the situation or hold back either. But there is this someone's getting up in their head and maybe even ignoring this connection because they feel like it's not gonna work, or it's not what they're looking for. Oh well, the other end of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups, the Hermit, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So that is, and the Three of Cups. So that is the divine counterparts to each other, with King and Queen of Pentacles at either end of the deck. And it seems like whilst the Queen of Pentacles is pretty chill, and I would say that because underneath her is the Temperance card, the Six of Pentacles. As I was describing it, like she's ready to go with the flow and give equally to whatever she's receiving in the situation, male or female in real life. And the other end of the spectrum, the King of Pentacles, seems to be looking at options and also withdrawing from the Queen of Pentacles with this Hermit energy, maybe either wanting to spend some time on their own to think about what they want, but then obviously we do have the Three of Cups as well. So it's almost like the King of Pentacles, whoever this is, feels like they are in the position of making the choice. I do see a sense of one person is, maybe both potentially, but it feels like one person is more reviewing their options, or kind of seeing what's out there on a more of a scale of dating around and not making any big decisions right now. It could be that they don't, what I was saying about they're not sure if they want this. It could be that they're not sure if they actually want commitment. And what they want is just to keep things casual, or to keep looking, keep seeing what's out there. Because, yeah, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Temperance underneath is the Six of Pentacles. So it could be that the Queen of Pentacles in this situation is being chill about how much she's receiving from this person, but there is maybe even an awareness that they are giving to other people as well. So let's get into the reading. Aries, how you're feeling about the person who's coming through in this reading. We have the Hierophant card and then the Five of Wands from both the second and the third decks. So the Five of Wands twice and the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is Taurus's major arcana. Now, the Hierophant is a card of belief systems. It can talk about kind of long-term views, but this is also a religious leader on this particular Hierophant card who is has a point of view and is almost like acts as a guide to their followers and others who subscribe to that belief system. It can be someone very what's the word? Not prophetic, that's not the right word. I can't think of the right word, it'll come to me later, but someone who just understands a lot and who can see like a clear way forward, maybe through confusion. But the thing is, then we've got the Five of Wands twice for how you're feeling. So whether you feel like the two of you will clash over your different views on what you want for your futures, how you see your future is looking. You might feel like you're at odds on what you want for your life or your life plan or this kind of thing, or your beliefs or traditions. It certainly feels like you feel like the two of you are going to not be aligned in your core values or long-term plans, basically. Let's see if I can add some more detail to that. Can you tell me more about this, how Aries is feeling about this person? Emperor in reverse. Emperor in reverse with the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Ace of Cups underneath that. Emperor is your major arcana, Aries. So why is it in reverse? Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this is kind of giving me that you're not making any plans. Now, if this reading is reversed, I cannot keep saying it. Please just reverse it. Sometimes I get across what you're reading, so it happens. Or this is you, whichever. But what it's saying here is you, Aries, are... you're not planning to make something an offer for something long term. Maybe with this person in particular, or anyone with that Seven of Cups energy. And the Emperor in reverse, it could be that you have no intention of being someone's husband or father of their children. That's just not a part of your plan, or it's not something that you see for yourself for the rest of your future. Tell me about this Five of Wands. Two of Swords in reverse. You could feel like you and this person might be trying to gloss over the fact that the two of you aren't on the same page. But if we're really, the Two of Swords in reverse is like we can't ignore the elephant in the room, or we can't stick our head in the sand. You know, it's tell me about this the Five of Wands. Now, it could also be, the other element here, obviously, of how you read it, is that Aries, you could feel like the two of you are not going to align because this person isn't someone that is offering you, you know, they're not going to be your emperor. So it could be that way around as well. Tell me more. What's this Five of Wands about? The Seven of Swords. And the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Oh, so it seems like you also feel like there is potentially conflict brewing or has already happened between the two of you because of lies or things that were omitted from, as I was saying, like some information that someone feels, you know, this new beginning is new relationship is not going to happen because they weren't completely upfront about certain details from the start. So you may feel like, yeah. So what is that? What's the Seven of Swords? Now with the Nine of Pentacles, that could be someone was not honest about whether they were single or not, or free to pursue, whether they had their shit together with the Nine of Pentacles, because that's like a very stable, self-sustained kind of energy. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Justice in reverse. Ooh. Something is not fair here. Whether you are feeling like, you know, stuff is going to hit the fan when the truth is revealed, and it's going to be revealed that maybe, I think I said that someone was worried that how they achieved what they achieved is going to come out that they didn't play fair. And then we have the Justice in reverse. What is this about? Or it's just that you feel like this person was not fair to you, didn't give you a fair chance, or is not willing, with the Emperor in reverse as well and the Justice in reverse, is not willing to be an equal partner in some way. Why is that? The Hierophant with the Three of Pentacles came out together. The Ten of Swords came out. At the bottom of the deck is the Three of Cups and the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Aries. The Three of Pentacles with the Hierophant would talk about making plans to commit to something, and that you're both on board and kind of wanting the same thing and working towards the same goal. And that could also be what that initial Hierophant card is there. Maybe you feel like this person kind of deceived you about what they were looking for, what their long-term intentions were, and what the point of, you know, the two of you meeting or coming together was, because it could have been that they just wanted to have a good time, because there's some sort of element of stress about their so-called independence. Okay, let's move on. I mean, it's definitely choppy there. Okay, so how is this person feeling about you, Aries? We have the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Well, the Ten of Swords is a very painful, brutal ending, basically. So they could feel like, someone else had this, I'm sure. Leo had this. Might have been was it from the same deck? Yeah, I think it was. I think Leo had this in the same position from the same deck. But if there's any Leo in the mix here, but don't worry, if you want to, the reading's there if you want to see it. But it's a very brutal end that has occurred here, and it could well be because a truth. Now, it's either that this person feels like a truth, like something was made clear, which it was clear that this was over, or they feel like if a truth comes out, then it will be over. We'll see. But this Ace of Swords, which, you know, the Ten of Swords normally breaks to the Ace of Swords. It's like it can talk about the clarity that comes, which puts an end to something, but also it can be flipped. It can be an ending, gives you clarity on what had been going on before as well. It kind of, at least, you know, you have the kind of peace that comes from the ending actually happening. Aries, what are you doing to me? It's quite late here as well. I was like, should I do one more reading tonight? Anyway, what's this Ten of Swords about? Why is this person feeling the Ten of Swords? About Aries. Two of Wands in reverse with the Six of Swords. Okay, so it's like this person feels, Aries, like they have got the answer that this is done and this is not going any further, and that they don't even really have a choice in the matter with the Two of Wands in reverse. This is not even, it's not up to them. Are they going left? Are they going right? It's done. The choice has been taken out of their hands and they have to kind of let it go and move on. Why the Wheel of Fortune? Page of Wands in reverse, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Bearing in mind you, Aries, whoever's in the Aries position here, also had the Knight of Pentacles in reverse for how you feel about them. So, Page of Wands in reverse, communication has stopped. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, any kind of sense of moving forward with an offer or there being something of substance here for the future, there's no longer. So in this Wheel of Fortune, all of my cards in when I do the spread are going to be in the upright. So I just have to kind of understand from clarification or the feeling if it's giving a reverse energy. But basically here it's been a 180 flip here that's occurred with this connection. It feels like it might have been quite early on, because I'm seeing kind of the Knight of Pentacles is the potential for the future, for there to be something moving forward. And the pages in terms of communication, it's also quite early doors. And it just feels like suddenly they have the clarity that this is done. So why is that? What's the Ace of Swords? What was the Ace of Swords? Hold on a minute. What's the Ace of Swords? Chariot in reverse with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Oof, lordy. The Lovers in reverse. Holy crap. But like... So this, what can I say? This person is very clear that maybe that you're done with them, Aries. The fact that the Two of Wands is in reverse, it doesn't feel like this was their choice. It feels like they've just had to accept, and they feel like this ended quite brutally. Maybe they just have realised that it was just a passionate moment and nothing more. Now you're on to the next kind of thing. King of Wands in reverse as well, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. But the King of Wands in reverse is someone who kind of acts for themselves, especially with the Six of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. acts in their own interests, and that's it. So that they may feel like you switched up on them pretty fast with that Wheel of Fortune, but they feel like they've got the clarification that it's over. Now, interestingly, the Ten of Swords is not like the bottom of the decks. The Four of Swords is. The Four of Swords normally talks about like a timeout, like you two going to your separate corners, and it's just like a break in communication. But this person is taking it as it's over. They got the message, kind of thing. So let's carry on. How this person is viewing you, Aries. We have the Two of Swords, the World, and the Seven of Pentacles. So Two of Swords, how they're viewing you, they're seeing you as ignoring them, closed off to them, and not making... I mean, Two of Swords can talk about being avoidant, yes. It can also like talk about blocking, having someone blocked. I think this was also in Leo's, the same position for Leo as well, from the same deck. I just remembered. Yep. So anyway, but they're viewing you as basically ignoring them, and also completely disinterested. I've got some Two of Swords card where the person is in quite a lot of turmoil or in a different state, but this person has just gone back to, or is just doing their own thing. They're sat there with their cat in nature. They've got, but they're sat in the darkness. They're not being upfront as such. They've just gone MIA and not giving this person, this is how they're viewing you. They're viewing you as not giving them the time of day now. So the World with the Seven of Pentacles as well. This suggests that they're viewing you as that chapter is very quickly done. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is two people deciding whether to invest in a situation. And obviously, in a relationship, it does take two to tango. So, you know, it has to be a mutual decision that you both want to put work and effort into this. But they are basically seeing that you've maybe made your decision already with that Two of Swords, and you're not going to, there's no further discussion, and there's no further chance to put effort into this. Because this chapter is done, basically. It might be, from the other aspect of things, if this is someone for you, Aries, that showed you that they treated you unfairly, that they were lying to you about something, that they weren't someone who was going to step up to be an emperor. That could be the flip side of things. It could be that that's why you're like, we are not on the same page. And things ended quite quickly, and almost ended as soon as they started, basically. But so take it as it resonates, I beg. So moving on, what is this person's current situation? We have got the Two of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. So this person is very much still fixed on this strong connection that they felt, I would probably say, with you, Aries, because of the fact that this is in combination with the Five of Swords, which is two people not speaking to each other. And one person here has cut off communication to the other one. So, and it's giving more that you, Aries, are the one holding the power here, especially as they're viewing you as basically either ignoring you or blocked energetically or literally. So in this Five of Swords deck, you see this person here who's holding the sword of communication. And it's up to them whether they speak or not, whilst the other person is kind of despairing, or, you know, in... or a less dramatic version of despairing, or, you know, is upset about the fact that the other person is withholding communication from them. So, yeah, with that Knight of Pentacles, their situation might be still kind of holding out some sort of hope that maybe with time there can be progress. it's almost like they feel like they still have maybe some like long way to go, or some challenges to. I mean, it's a long journey for this Knight of Pentacles in this deck, for them to get to their goal. I don't know if maybe you feel, because you felt the Knight of Pentacles in reverse about them, maybe you felt like they were just never going to turn up, and that they had actually been BSing you about the potential here for the two of you. Now for them, they're like, their situation is, I need more time, I'm getting there kind of thing. Let's see. Just grab another deck. Tell me more about this person's current situation, please. What is this person's current situation? Why? Here we have the King of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. And the Sun. The Sun with the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's just interesting to me because both the King of Pentacles and the Sun in this deck, I think, I didn't even notice that these two cards both had it, but certainly I don't think any other card in the deck has it now I think about it. But both of these characters are carrying sacks on their back. The King of Pentacles is kind of carrying all their hoarded wealth and abundance and material goods. The Sun is more of like a harvest, where this person is joyfully kind of going through the seeds that they planted before have now grown, bloomed, blossomed, whatever, and they now get to reap their harvest, and they're carrying their success on their back. So it feels like maybe this person is waiting for a payoff in something that they've been working quite a long time towards. And they feel like they're maybe on the brink of it with this. They're about to have the success, which would allow them to have the new beginning, the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So why is the Five of Swords here? Five of Pentacles. And the Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yep. So essentially, it could well be you, Aries, who has been like, well, they're viewing you as like, it's done. This is not the one. Because it may well be that you have identified them as a BS artist who was kind of promising that there was potential in this, and that guys would get there would be some future between the two of you. But the reason that this person's situation is the Five of Swords right now is because they have been shut out of this connection, because as far as I think you're concerned, they're a Knight of Wands, which is unreliable, playing the field. Kind of, it's almost like you may have, saying it here, Aries, is like, this person is never going to be my Emperor upright. And in fact, they've been kind of stringing me along potentially with some potential for the future that they're going to reach with that Knight of Pentacles. They're never going to reach it. They never had any intentions of like reaching it. The deception here was this person never had any intention to be anything except single and keeping their options open. Okay. But they're still, so in their situation, they're still kind of quite fixated on this connection between the two of you. So the action that this person's most likely going to take towards you next, Aries, we have the Three of Pentacles, the Star, and the Justice card upright. So the Star is Aquarius' major arcana, and the Justice is Libra's major arcana. Now, it's a very lovely combination in terms of, you know, as I read it, because the Three of Pentacles is putting the work and effort in from like to lay solid foundations and do the work necessary to progress, to have success. This could be someone who is in some sort of business where they work. They might be self-employed, but they have a team, or they get other people on board to help them like reach their success. Now, especially with the Star as well, this person is continuing to chase their goals, their dreams. They are not wavering from their plans. It's like their situation is, you know, it's taken them a long time, it seems. Maybe they could have been moving faster, I'm not sure, but they've been chugging along, and the action here is that then they're not, you know, they're not taking their eyes off the prize of maybe achieving something that they want to achieve. And it seems like with the Justice card that this is because they want to, whereas you're feeling like they're the Justice card in reverse, with the some element of dishonesty that you feel like I feel like it's about long-term plans, like they gave you a sense of long-term and you feel like they were full of shit, basically. But so their action is they're continuing to work on maybe what they told you that they were working on, and it is with the long-term view, I would say, with that Star card as well, because the Star is not instant wish fulfillment. It can be delayed wish fulfillment, delayed gratification, but it's so that in the long term they're able to give equally and to do things fairly and above board. What does that mean in terms of action that they're going to be taking towards Aries in the near future? The Five of Pentacles came out sideways / upright, I'm not sure, and the Seven of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more. What action are they going to be taking towards Aries? Well, now it's come out when I was shuffling. So the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Swords, sorry, and the Knight of Swords came out. I feel like this person rushed into something. We've got the Fool at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. It's giving me the sense that this person went after this with you, Aries, before they were actually in a place where they could offer anything. Like they may have... The reason why you might feel like they just lied to you, but what I do see the Knight of Pentacles in their situation. It feels like they're working on actually being who they told you that they were in when you first met, if that makes sense. Like they jumped the gun is what I'm getting. They made you feel like they could offer you something that they were hoping to be able to offer. That's the plan at some point in the future. They were nowhere near being in that position to be able to offer it, but they started offering it too soon. So what I'm getting is that their action is to work towards being the person that they said they were to you in the first place, basically. I don't necessarily see much communication as such. It's more what they'll have going on their side, because for a start it looks like you've got them blocked, but also that you're ignoring them as well. So finally though, what's going to be happening between the two of you going forward? Yeah, I kind of understand. In the next few weeks, the next month, yeah. So we've got the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, and the Three of Swords. So essentially, I think what's going to be happening is you are going to remain pissed off with this person, considering, I'm saying that with some confidence because you feel the Five of Wands about them twice, bearing in mind. So, and you feel like they lied to you, made false promises, strung you along kind of thing. So with the Queen of Swords, your opinion of them doesn't seem to be getting any better in the very near future. Even you could listen to 100 readings like this. I don't think it's going to change your mind, Aries, and that's all right. But because you still feel like anything that's like a nicer idea about this person is just more BS. It's more of a facade. You just don't buy it, and that's okay. I completely understand. It feels like you are still 100% side-eyeing this person. You feel like they are, maybe they tried to pull the wool over your eyes before, and you feel like you would catch them doing that again. You have absolutely no confidence in this person, and even if they were to try and impress you in some way in the near future, which they might with this combination, you're still going to feel like icy cold towards them, in terms of you're not going to give them an inch at the moment, because you feel like they hurt you, and you feel like they could do it again, essentially. It looks like it's going to be, what's going on is kind of, it's confusing to know what is the truth, basically, for you in the near future about this person. So maybe there's an element for you that, as much as you want to believe that this person had some sort of good intentions or whatever, you just don't believe it. And also I think you're still hurt from something starting and then immediately ending with this person, kind of thing. Let's get this one. Is there anything else you can tell me about what's going to be happening between Aries and this person? I think also with this Three of Swords energy is a combination of you still being hurt from how you felt like they hurt you, but also they're hurt by the fact that you feel like they are, like your assessment of them is also kind of hurting them. So it's like you're both hurting. I feel like there's a lot of confused. It's not clear what is really going on with, well, what has gone down in this situation here. I would also be caution listening to other people's take on, obviously not me. I don't mean, I'm joking, but like not tarot readers as such, but like friends. If friends are gonna start like filling your head, or you know, like you got. We all have the friends who, if you share with them like anything about a romantic potential partner, they'll some of them will find 15 reasons immediately why you should dump them, and you know, kind of forget about them, kind of thing. So I would just urge caution in terms of listening to people, like encouraging any and reinforcing the negative perception you have of this person, just because they might not know what is going on either. But some people like to jump on the bandwagon, so that's completely up to you though. You do you. Just give me a couple more. What's going to be happening between Aries and this person going forward, please? See, this is why the confusing element. So the first card was the Six of Wands in reverse. So that is someone feeling like they maybe a little bit defeated, but also like they lost in a situation that things was. No one's a winner from the looks of how this is playing out. No one's a winner in this situation. But then the Ten of Swords came out in reverse with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Why is the Ten of Swords in reverse? It could also be the fact that this person feels the Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune about you. It could even be some sort of... it might be an element of a catalyst of the fact that things seem to have come to an end between the two of you could also have been a bit of a wake-up call that they do not want that to happen, and they want to try and make a new beginning happen between the two of you, purely because, you know, you did draw the line and were like, well, that's it. No, okay. Could be an element of that as well with the Ten of Swords in reverse, but if that is the case, then you are 100% side-eyeing their attempts. Why the Ten of Swords in reverse? It's understandable. I just get the sense from you of like once bitten, twice shy, and you just don't want to find out something about this that this person's hiding, which is going to hurt you again. Fucking hell, pardon my language, 5 of Wands fell out, and the Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck. That's how you feel from the very start of this spread. How you feel about them is the Hierophant with the 5 of Wands twice. It might still be a lot of like... See, you're not in the 6 of Wands though. The 6 of Wands is in reverse. It's like the two of you can't move past the 5 of Wands to be able to get to the 6 of Wands. You're back here with some sort of crucial thing that the two of you seem to be clashing over. What is this 5 of Wands all about? What's the clash? Don't give me the Hierophant. What's the clash? Why are they at odds about moving forward? The 6 of Swords and the 4 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Is this someone who doesn't want to get married and you do? Something like that, Aries? Eight of Swords just flew out, which is that sense of there's a negative kind of view. An Eight of Swords to me is always like, this is impossible, like this can't happen, rather than looking into solutions. What's the... anything else about the 5 of Wands you can tell me? What's the clash? Okay, we've got the Lovers, and we've got the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I really hope, I mean, I don't really hope, that's exaggeration, but is there an element here, someone wants a polyamorous relationship, or for you guys to be, have an open relationship, ethical, non-monogamy, whatever it's called? I think it's more about what I was saying about someone who doesn't want to get married, because underneath the 9 of Pentacles is the 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. You see how this is someone who has their independence, and they feel very financially secure, and obviously that leads in the tarot. It doesn't always lead in real life, but like it leads in the journey of the tarot to the 10 of Pentacles, which here is normally to do with family, union, two people coming together, and having so much more with the 10 of Pentacles. But then like directly after that, the 5 of Pentacles, it feels like you might be dealing with someone who maybe they went through a divorce previously, where they lost a lot of the assets that they'd worked for before, and they don't want to risk doing that again, which might be why the two of you aren't on the same page about the Hierophant, which also can talk about long-term plans, traditions. You could be someone who you want to get married, you want something very traditional, and it doesn't have to be non-monogamous or anything, but they might just be kind of trying to push for a non-traditional relationship style. But yeah, it looks like this isn't actually over. It might have been a bit of a wake-up call, because this person can't get you off their mind with the 2 of Cups being and the 5 of Swords being in their current situation. It's almost like the ending is causing them to want this more than ever. So I would just say, yeah. It's funny because from the start I was like, why are you not talking to each other? You both really like each other. So that's kind of where we're at. I do see definitely that you're going to have very strong boundaries going forward with this person, quite suspicious of their intentions and whether this is someone who you're really seeing the real them, or just they're showing you what they think that you want to see as well. So it's definitely a need to be cautious. I can see that you're very worried of this person tricking you and then you getting your heart broken as like a result of them successfully tricking you. So but that's what's going on right now, Aries. I hope it was useful. That was interesting. I'm definitely stopping now for the night because that's me done for today, but I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope it was useful for someone out there, and I hope it resonated. Please do hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already. It really helps the video circulate. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you. I do shorter all signs readings, like they're normally about 15 minutes each per sign, once every couple of weeks at the moment, so they won't all be an hour long, but I do like to do a really detailed reading for each sign as well, as the weeks go on. So subscribe if you want to see more, and if it did resonate or you enjoyed it, please do leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you and hear how it resonated. Anyway, for now I wish you all my best, my lovely Aries. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.